Sometimes life doesn't break us with a great storm. Sometimes it simply gives a small call, one we choose to ignore. And behind that single call, everything can change. That's what happened to Evan Collins, a young man constantly running after time. He woke up before sunrise and returned home long after night had fallen. To him, every second was a number, a target, an achievement. He believed the more he accomplished, the more valuable he became. But in chasing all that, he began losing sight of something, the small things that truly mattered. At work, Evan was known as sharp, precise, and rarely smiling. He saw himself as a strong leader, but to others he seemed distant, unreachable. His colleagues often whispered, "He's brilliant, but talking to him feels like talking to a wall." And every night, surrounded by files and the cold light of his screen, his phone would ring. The name on the display, Mom. He'd glance at it for a moment, then murmur later. The phone stopped ringing, and a text followed. "Hi, son. I just wanted to hear your voice. It's okay if you're busy. Take care of yourself, okay?" He read it briefly, and as always, turned back to his work. Later, he thought, but later never came. The next morning, during an intense meeting, his phone rang again, an unknown number. He almost ignored it, but something made him answer. A trembling voice spoke softly. "Evan, your mom was taken to the hospital. It was a heart attack. We tried to reach you last night." The world stopped. He stood abruptly. The chair fell, papers scattered, and for the first time in his life, all the numbers, the goals, the deadlines meant nothing. There was only one thought left: go home. Rain poured as he arrived at the hospital. The air was cold. His steps felt heavy, but it was already too late. In a quiet white room, his mother lay peacefully, as if she were only sleeping. On a small table beside the bed, her phone screen still glowed. One message was left unsent. "I know you're busy, son. I just wanted to say, I'm proud of you." Evan held the phone tightly, and silent tears began to fall. Memories rushed back. All the small moments he once dismissed. Her warm smile, her simple meals, her gentle texts he never replied to. Now each one felt like a wound that would never heal. The days that followed were slow and quiet. He went to work, but not in a hurry anymore. He sat still, staring out the window, listening to the ticking clock, a sound he had never noticed before. One afternoon, he entered his mother's small art studio. There, he found a half-finished canvas. A paintbrush still rested beside it, its tip hardened with dried color, and at the bottom of the canvas, in her handwriting, were the words, "Time cannot return, but love always leaves a trace of color." Those words cut deep, and in that moment, Evan finally understood. He couldn't change the past, but he could live differently from now on. Slowly, Evan began to change. He started noticing the little things. Morning greetings, smiles, thank yous. He began listening, not just leading. And strangely enough, his work improved, his team grew closer, and the office felt warmer than ever. He realized that success wasn't only about what we achieve, but about who we touch along the way. Each evening on his way home, he carried his phone in hand, and whenever a call came in, he answered, no hesitation, because now he knew one call could mean everything. A few months later, Evan returned to his mother's studio and looked at the unfinished painting. He picked up her old brush and decided to complete it. But this time he didn't paint flowers. He painted two hands, one old, one young, holding each other tightly. And beneath it, he wrote in small letters, "Time waits for no one. Cherish what you can while you can." That painting now hangs in his living room, and every time he looks at it, he feels both ache and warmth. Regret can't be erased, but from it, he learned to love more deeply, to care more sincerely, and to be truly present. We often believe that big things are everything. Titles, projects, achievements. But life isn't measured by how much we accomplish. It's measured by how deeply we care. The small things, a kind word, a smile, a moment of listening, these are what make life meaningful. Don't wait for loss to teach you gratitude, because sometimes the little thing you ignore today is the very thing you'll long for tomorrow. Life doesn't ask us to be perfect, only to be present with all our heart. If Evan's story touched your heart, share in the comments below. What lesson did you take from this story? And don't forget to subscribe for more reflective tales, only on Tales by Theo.